Okay, so enough Star Citizen. Don't want to be accused of making a Star Citizen conversion series here. Good lord. Sorry, okay. My girlfriend got me into Pinterest, which, like, I don't know. Okay, also, I want to see... Scanning is at 26%. I'm just gonna travel here. I'm gonna go down to the planet without scanning, and I want to see how much the numbers change. I'm just curious. Okay, it's still 26. Hills, cool. Gonna land. Pinterest hashtag not sponsored, I guess. The only thing I've heard one time is that it's like full of, you know, AI stuff. And I mean, it probably is, but it has been a little bit of an inspiration board and kind of just maybe a little bit of a focusing lens on, oh, these are some things I like. Okay, okay, hang on. So now it's at 70% that I've landed on the planet. Okay, but it also says 69, and it also as if I scanned... Okay. Cool. What was I gonna say? Pinterest is a little bit of a focusing lens on some things that I like, I guess. I mean, like, I don't know, I haven't looked up... There are definitely some things that I didn't look up, or just stumbled upon. And, you know, I can just feel the algorithm, you know, grasping for anything that I like. And just, it keeps shoveling the same thing to me again. But yeah. So, like, I don't want to say aesthetics is a thing that I've been looking into, but, like, Art Deco, Streamline Moderne, a little bit of brutalism. I don't have enough eco-brutalism, which is, I guess, like, I mean, I like my urban greenery. I don't know... Urban greenery plus Streamline Moderne or whatever. And also, apparently it is Streamline Moderne, not Streamline Modern. I don't care. I'm probably going to use either interchangeably. Anyway. Also, cassette futurism. I do like cassette futurism. Which is, I feel like the part of me that likes the 80s aesthetic. More than just the 80s aesthetic, you know? But yeah. It was funny, though, because there was just a lot of, like, furry anthro girl art. And it just kept giving me that. And femboys. I think, for that matter. So I'm just like, okay, let's course correct. I just looked up furry men. Then there's, like... I don't know. Certainly stuff that could be more interesting. Like, I looked at Makarov, expecting to find the Makarov pistol, and see some... I don't know. Maybe some flower grips on a Makarov, or gun bunnies, I guess. I don't know. Something? But it's just like some pictures of Makarov pistols. Well, I looked at Makarov, and it was Makarov from Call of Duty, and I'm like, come on. It was literally just the character, not the gun at all, that I looked at Makarov pistol, and, you know. But, yeah, that was definitely a thing. Oh, but also, like, motorcycles and, guess, I don't know, like, I don't know, 1920s roadsters? Not really roadsters. I don't know what you would call it. I want to say the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang car. Where it's like, you have the cabin, I guess. The cabin, the seating compartment of the car, the engine box, the engine bay. It's just this thing that looks, you know, is just around the engine. I don't know, like, that style of thing. But it's got a long snoot. You know, no fenders, or very light, basic fenders. You know, that whole thing. Oh gosh. Sorry, I have my foot that's still a little bit hurting, and then my other foot has fallen asleep. It's lovely. I think it's usually the right foot that falls asleep, and the left foot one's currently hurting. Although, you know what? I don't know. Let me adjust myself here. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I don't know. It has certainly been a thing, though. Like, yeah, I do need to, I've been wanting to... I started 3D modeling again, and... I was having such trouble. I was modeling a pistol that I, like, had just drawn. I was like, I was derping on, like, loop cuts, and there's, like, a bunch of things that I'm realizing now that's like, oh, I could have done this, I should have done that, differently. But I think also part of the problem is, I know, I roughly know what style I want. I want to go with, like, a low poly thing, but I think maybe I'm going to end up doing something more high poly. Like an early PS2 game, right? Early PS2 more than PS1, PSX. Is kind of what I want to say. I don't know. It'll probably be somewhere in between there, and then I'm gonna have to figure out. Oh, like, I don't necessarily want to just copy a style. It's got to evolve from somewhere, but I got to start from somewhere. You know. Anyway, I beveled a corner. It was like a pistol that has, like, this sort of oblong like heat shield on it. And when I beveled, like, it's rectangular with beveled edges, and I used 2 segments instead of 1 for the bevel, and I feel like I've cheated. I feel like I've made it. I feel like I've increased too many polygons too fast, just off the bat, you know. But it's whatever. I didn't like. I did a mirrored thing, which, you know, for like a weapon may or may not be a good idea, right? And then, you know, using cubes and then just shaping the cubes or whatever, you know. Yeah, at that point I needed to do a loop cut at the beginning, and I didn't. I for some reason I didn't think to do that. And that was a point of and like, you know, like on the pistol, I guess for the style I want, I maybe could just get away with doing. I could probably get away with not animating anything, not having a detachable, you know, magazine, or having a cycling bolt or anything, let alone like an ejection port on a pistol. I want to put an ejection port on the pistol. Although, you know, it depends. Certainly. But I do want to have a fairly low-res texture to make up for that, you know? But, like, that's not even... Like, I was like, oh, you know what? Okay, I don't want to make a physical model for the trigger. I want to have a sprite. And... yeah, I gotta go and I gotta figure out how to do that. So like, it's one of these situations where I'm like getting back into everything, and I'm like, I know enough to know that I don't know enough, if that makes sense. So I'm trying, but I haven't really gotten that far. I need to go back. I think I want to probably start small. I did mostly model Rylu, and I think I'll probably go back and try, and just do it from scratch, and hopefully I'll have picked some things up. I want to do 2D art, I want to do 3D art, and I want to have that out and about in the world a little bit more. But yeah. What am I thinking? My goodness. I also have a bunch of characters. I have a bunch of OCs, but there's so many OCs I have that I've never... I should do digital art for them. I need to find... I mean, also, I'm recognizing that I'm like... I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to calm down. I need to sort through things. Take the time to figure everything out. And also, like... I don't know. I have, you know, had some videos uploaded, you know, in advance. I need to get further with that. I really do need to record, you know, to episode 1000 for Starfield and figure out how long that is. Let me look up how many days. So because I do want to I do want so many days. The first question, the first pop-up thing. left in 2027. The first thing that popped up was how many days does Trump have left in office? And I'm like, oh my, okay. I get, that's fair. I think objectively fair at this point. 224 days. What is 5/7 of that? 100. Oh my god! Actually, 152. No. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh my god. 210 divided by 7. It's 30, right? Yes. Yes. Times 5, 50, 150, and then 210 is an additional 2. Correct? God, okay. Which actually, does not... Theoretically, that would not put me anywhere near... Well, you know what? Okay, if I started uploading 2 videos every weekday, then we would get to we would be around episode 1000 by the end of the year, which would be nice. And then that would put us on track. That would put us on track for ending in 2027. God, I literally fucking looked down at the clock, was like, wait a minute, is that the year? Is that the next year, 2027? We're finishing around the end of 2027. Which, yeah, we'll probably... God, okay. I do want to edit. I have so many other Let's Plays recorded in advance, not edited. I would like to start... I need to edit them. I would like to start uploading them in, January 2027. The only thing stopping me is myself. Okay, the red lights of death did not stop me this time, so that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But I do know somehow we'll figure this out, or I'll figure this out, and you'll hopefully be along for the ride. Till next time, have a good day. Great day even. Chowskis.